This is Shadow Ridge. World, I'm Anthony Long. I am the Bluegrass Picker, and I just want to go over some things I found at Goodwill this last week. I haven't been sourcing much. I've got so many things I don't know what to do with, honestly. I have two antique booths. One's open, one's in a glass cage, in a glass case. And then I have another place that's an antique market and flea market, antique mall and flea market. And I have two small glass cages in there. And I just, I put my name in to get an open booth at the flea market there. So I can sell it, kind of garage sale all the time. I have so many things that I bought for $2 to $5 that I can sell for 10 to 15 bucks on eBay. But all resellers know that it's not worth your time, and you have other things to list that are better, you do. And so I have a bunch of those items that are worth money, but it'll be perfect for my flea market. And that way next year too, when I'm doing garage sales, I can buy stuff that I wouldn't I'd normally pass on because of that fact. So now I have some new avenues to sell things, and what I like about it's in a good location. They just built some Menards, Ross, and Burlington over here by Sam's, and it's been there in this place. It's called Mike's Unique Antique. It's been there for quite a while, so it's a perfect location. It's growing around it, and it's got a huge parking lot. That's another thing I like about it. So I've sold quite a few jerseys, a lot of baseball cards and stuff there too. Well, going over some of these things I got this PJ mask. It does something, makes a noise. It was $1, but this is something my nephews will love if it doesn't work anyway. But I'm sure I can sell that for decent money, picking up $1. Now, I didn't know they had like 30 of these at Goodwill. Came out on the racks, the rolling racks they brought out. And it's a child safety lock for a handgun. It's $2. It was one of those that I bet if I would have picked them all up, I probably could have made money. They're a little heavy, so they're gonna be hard to ship. So I just picked up one just to see, just so I'll know. I didn't comp them out because there's a bunch of people there. Just so I'll know for the next time, at least. This was a vintage Coca-Cola playing cards, still in the collector's tin, still in the box. It's only 1996, but it is vintage, and it's cool. I bet the cards are neat. But for $2, figure my new flea market at least I could put that in there. This is an old RadioShack Blackjack 21. It was $1, but you know those old games that you had to buy before apps, and it's got the manual in there and stuff. So I bet I can sell this on eBay for a pretty good amount. 15. I got this. I need some Christmas stuff, and there's a Frozen 2 coming out. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure this was a Frozen thing. I'm out of the loop. But it does something here too. I didn't turn it on. It doesn't have batteries, but it makes a noise too. So it's kind of a Christmas decoration. It's popular right now. It was $6, so it's a lot more than they usually are. But I figure at least, I bet I can sell this for 18 to 20 bucks. This came out on the racks right when I came out, and it was Operation, the Star Wars version. It's $3, which is a little higher than most of their games, but you know, I figured, like Commonwealth Picker and some of these guys, even if all the pieces aren't even in here, I haven't checked yet, that at least I can sell it out and part it out for parts of it. Let's take a look. Oh, it's sealed. Oh, well, it's got pieces. Looks like it might have all of them. It's kind of neat. It's got R2-D2. Yeah, $3 around Christmas. Yeah, why not? I bet it's worth something. It's not vintage or anything, but I saw this for $3. It's the Sure Shot Wii, and I comped it out, and it's going for 17, 18 bucks on eBay. It's selling pretty quick. So and I think that wasn't with shipping on it, so I can probably make $10 off that if I wanted. But I have a bunch of Wii consoles. I can piece it out together, maybe lump it together. And then they had these. It's sitting in a they have a glass case when you're checking out at Goodwill, and I saw these records in there, and I saw the Elvis, and I asked how much because it was laying like this, so you couldn't see any prices. I bet that's why no one had bought them, and they were 50 cents a piece. This was Elvis from 1960 playing with Clyde Otis, Ivory, Joe Hunter, Ain't That Lovin' You Baby. Elvis with the Jordanaires, Ask Me, 1960 again, recorded on Halloween. Elvis Presley and the Jordanaires, and Elvis Presley and the Jordanaires. I Believe in the Man in the Sky, and Crying in the Chapel. I figured, you know, 50 cents. I mean, I would love Elvis, so I'm just going to listen to him anyway. And then this was underneath of it. It was YMCA, The Village People. And it was from 1978. The Women and YMCA. I figure it's worth 50 cents. You know. And I think this one's a kind of a funny one. I saw this. I just couldn't help it. I'm the baseball card guy and football card. And 1992, I remember when I was buying these cards in individual packs back in the day, and they were around, I think they're about $2 a pack. I probably bought 50 packs. Come to find out, there wasn't anything good in those packs. This is when they were still terrible. You know, I can't remember when Derek Jeter's rookie was. It might have been this year, but even then, it's tops. It's just not worth much. But this is sealed, and it's the whole set. I bet I bought 50 packs for $2 a piece, and only had 200 cards, and this is the complete set for $800 for $6. So I figure I can put this in my booth at the flea market now and sell that for 12 to 15. These are some Ariat boots. Cool design. They're a little worn, but I mean, anybody that wears boots kind of want them worn a little bit. I don't really care. They're women's. You can see what size they were. I should have. 7. Well, 9.5. 8 women's. Is that right? 9.5. 9.5B. Anyway, they were $9. These are usually in the glass showcases, and they usually have them for 20 to 30 bucks most of the time. So I'm surprised they're only 9. And I figured, you know, with shipping and everything, I bet 30 bucks I can get for these. I've never sold any Ariats, but they're nice. They're well made. They got nice soles too. A lot of the Callaway boots are kind of, they look good, but then the soles are just crap. These Ariats look like they have nice soles, like they might actually be comfortable. This was a Callaway golf bag, and it's a kid's Callaway golf bag, but it's cool because it's nice, usable. Callaway's one of the best brands, and it's the one that you sit down and it pops out. So it's great for kids that are playing golf for school. And it's got the backpack where it folds around and it gets on your back. Man, I love it. I wish we had these bags in high school where it flips around your back. We had to hold them to the side, and it was a pain in the butt. So these are nice. And since the kids one, it's a lot smaller, but you know, it was only $6. Yeah, $6. And one thing I like about golf bags, there's always stuff in it that they never check. And so I opened it up. There's 2 full bottles of water, but there's a nice Callaway Nate Weissman. It's got his name. That's pretty cool. Even though it's got his name on there, I'm gonna keep that. That's a nice golf bag. And I'm gonna keep this. It's a Kansas City Royals head driver. I bet I could sell that for over $6. So these 2 pieces alone, if I sell them individually, would pay for that easily. Let alone, I'm going to keep it. I'll just sell the bag in my flea market. But there's also quite a few balls. And not only that, they're good balls. Look like they've never been used. And I kind of collect these. It says like, this one says Desert Rose, Las Vegas. You know, it's some kind of cool golf course that'd be awesome to play on. There was Titleist Pro V's in here. I mean, there's 10 balls like this, the Callaway, and just tell it's never been hit, never been touched. So that was a score. I haven't even checked all the bags. I think there's more. There's plenty of tees. And there's even a kid's. Yeah, there's 8 more bowls. There's a kid's glove in here. This kid's glove I can sell for at least $5, I bet. It's kind of small, but it's nice. It hasn't barely been used. It amazes me how some of this stuff gets. I mean, someone like golf enough to have a lot of stuff. Why would they just get rid of it? I guess move. I don't know. And I think this was the big find. I guess I have to hold it up. But this is a golf caddy, a golf walk behind thing. I have never seen one like this. I've been around. I'm born in '76. I'm old. I've never seen one like this. This old. It's got these cool wheels. It actually still works really good. I mean, it doesn't squeak a bit. I mean, the thing is usable. It had some balls even with it. It's the Titleist. I've never even seen this kind of Titleist. It's got, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like it's been worn a lot, but it doesn't really look like it's been played a lot. But it just looks old. So this is like an old Titleist. I bet alone this old Titleist is worth some good money. I'll have to look that up. There's old Whipple balls and stuff, but even like this bag that folds out and it goes around your golf club, kind of a vintage golf club bag. And like this one has Hot Springs, Arkansas, DeSoto Realty. I like those pencils. It's just kind of think it's neat. You wonder if those businesses are even still around anymore. But I thought just a hit. Let's see if I can get it. Just the putter alone, this old vintage putter. It's cool. I mean, in a lot of these, the grips are fine, so someone left it inside the right. You know, they didn't mess it up. Anyway, this is it by Mike's Unique Antique. I don't usually buy anything at my places. I usually just walk past and they're overpriced, you know. And this was $19.95, and it's worth $19.95. I can probably go put it in an antique booth 3 miles down the road from where this was. Put it up for $70 and it would go in no time. And it's got even 2 wood drivers. It's got 4 irons. So score, you know. One thing bad about all this is I just become more of a connoisseur of these things, and I just want to keep them. I just become more of a hoarder. But these are some of the things that I found at Goodwill and the thrift store, but mostly Goodwill. But since garage sale season's over, I'm kind of having to look for new things, but I'm pretty stocked and ready, and I'm going to be having a video also on what's sold in all my antique malls and booths, and just kind of get everybody an idea of what's selling mine, because people like Commonwealth Picker, we're unique, and that reseller guide, we have antique malls and flea markets where we can sell some of the stuff that you can actually get more than you can on eBay, because some things eBay waters down. So there's some things I get in my antique mall I would never get on eBay. Plus I'm going to have to ship it and all the fees and stuff. So and the rent, the rent is kind of expensive, but when you get big enough, it's paying for storage that someone is guarding, and you're hiring them to do all the work for you. And I have a lawn mowing business and a power washing business, so I can't meet people on Marketplace and stuff. So what I put on Marketplace, I take pictures of my stuff in the antique mall, especially the highest price ones just to get people there, and then put it on Marketplace, and I get lots of hits off that, and I just send them to the Mike's Unique, and while I'm working, I'm making money off Marketplace. I don't have to go meet nobody, and I don't have to worry about someone not showing up, because everybody has that problem. So I have them go to where I want them to go. If they don't go, oh well, I'll still sell, you know. So these are a few of the things that I got at Goodwill, and kind of we'll be going back over where I sell it, how much I sell it for, and try to go over what fees are and everything. It's 13.5% basically with eBay. I do some promoted listings on some of my higher price things because I've already got them higher than I should. So what's 1.1% when you're already paying 13.5? And they promote it. I get more views and I get more watchers. I don't promote everything because if you have a good product at a good price, it'll sell. But grind on, friends. Bye from Bluegrass Pickers.